Let's begin by tuning into your posture. Invite in intentionality and grace in a way that balances wakefulness and relaxation. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take a moment to tune into your internal world and get to know the part of yourself that sometimes goes unseen. What is it like inside? Allow the mind to rest on the feeling of the breath for a few moments. Check in where you feel your breath most vividly. Remembering that most people can touch base with the feeling of their breath. You can feel the breath, that sensation most vividly at the bottom of the belly. Perhaps it's a place in the chest with the movement rising as you breathe in and settling as you breathe out. Others prefer the top of the lip or the tip of the nose. Become familiar with this anchor, this home base, and know that you can always take refuge in this feeling of the breath as we begin our practice. Trace the breath in and out a couple of times. Becoming familiar. Inviting relaxation into the body and stillness into the mind. Allow yourself to remember and see in your mind's eye a situation in your life that is most difficult. Perhaps something at work, with family or friends. Maybe this is the strongest difficulty that you've faced in your lifetime. Allow the scene to come into your mind. As it arises in your mind, allow yourself to feel it as best you can. Allow yourself to be back in the middle of the experience. What does your body feel like, my friend? What are you saying? Who are you with? Do your very best to picture it, to feel it, to imagine yourself back there. Now allow yourself to let this experience reach its peak, all the way at its worst moment. Notice what it's like. All the ways you were caught up in what everyone is saying and doing, where you're caught up in the worst of the difficulty. Remembering that your breath is your ally, your anchor. Always remembering that if this practice becomes too difficult, return to the breath. Otherwise, continue to do your best to be in the peak of this experience. I now invite you to take a moment to excuse yourself. You may even visualize yourself saying, "Excuse me," and step away from the moment entirely. I invite you to bring a hand over your heart to connect with the part of you that is wise and filled with compassion. Take a moment to imagine how this wise and compassionate part of you would respond. This part of you, never affected by suffering. Let this part of you show you how to respond from a place where all problems have been solved. And now picture, imagine it, sense it. Feel what that part of you says. How does that sacred part of you handle difficult situations? Spend some time here, re-entering the situation from your heart, re-entering the situation from a place of wisdom and compassion. A place where you're making peace with your emotions. Where you're connecting to the part of you that doesn't experience suffering, but the part of you that is all-knowing, all-wise. And now as you're finishing up, notice what's the state of your body as you connect with that part of you. What's it like inside? Remembering, friend, that you can always come back to this space for answers. You have access to the space right here at your center, right at the core of your being. Take a moment to recognize that you are unconditionally wise and compassionate. And that it's in these moments where you pause that you can uncover and recognize the part of you that's filled with innate solutions. You have everything you need inside of you. And slowly, when you're ready, let's bring this practice to a close. See if you could bring a smile to your face. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And again, breathe in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And one more time. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And gently blink your eyes open. Thank you, friend.